what you did and what you were able to accomplish for me was hands down the most significant, most powerful experience. And I'm so grateful to you. I remember when I first came to see you, my biggest priority at the time was I just want to quit smoking. And I had tried everything under the sun for many, many years to quit smoking. I did the patch, I did the cold turkey, I did it all, right? And it was every time it was a painful experience, it was a difficult experience, and it was an unsuccessful experience. And so for me, all I wanted was an easy way to quit smoking. And that was just the end goal. I never looked at it any deeper than that. I just knew I didn't want to smoke anymore. It wasn't healthy for me. That was it. I never thought about what was actually causing me to want to pick up a cigarette or the overeating issues that I was having and all of those things at the time. That wasn't my priority. It was just quit smoking. And we had 3 sessions scheduled. And after my first session, until 10 years later, which we'll get to, that's when it gets fascinating, but I never picked up a cigarette again. And it was the easiest thing I'd ever done. You had absolutely achieved everything that I had hoped you'd done and more. But what I found even more fascinating, Todd, was what happened years later, right? So fast forward 10 plus years, pandemic hits, right? Very, very difficult time in my life. And then at the same time, the man that I was dating at the time, finding out, that he had been with other women and leaving me a week before Christmas, and just, all of these things started to surface. And before I know it, I pick up a cigarette. And then another one, and then another one. And that's when I realized there was a bigger underlying issue. So I remember picking up the phone, finding you, Googling you, and finding you in a different state, and organizing a call with you and having this amazing conversation about that. The journey that we took together most recently was the hardest inner work I've ever done, because it brought out, pain that I had pushed down for so long and memories that I had pushed down for so long. But it is freeing work, and it is great work. We need to, first of all, have self-awareness that that's the case. We have to have compassion for ourselves. We have to give ourselves a little grace. Then we have to be willing to ask for help. Then we got to do the work. These are all things that take place. I was surprised at how effective even doing the virtual sessions were versus live. It made no difference to me. I will say, I've done so many things in my life, and I've read probably every self-help book that's out there. And I obviously, this is my world, right? But what you did and what you were able to accomplish for me was hands down the most significant, most powerful experience. And I'm so grateful to you for everything that you've done to help me in my life and to improve my life.